Why do people get involved in Campus Crusade for Christ? Why do people get involved in any ministry? Why do people need to give at all? Really quickly, let's just run through these. You got them in print, so that'll be easy for you. Partners, I want to be involved in something worthwhile. Did you know people actually want to be involved in a meaningful ministry? All you're doing is connecting their host to your host so they feel, wow, this is good news. I want to be a partner. I look for answers. I look for places. Another reason is the vicarious participation. This means I need to participate in some way, and I can't do it myself. People give to the Jesus Film translations that they can't understand and will never hear or see. And they own that translation, and they may have won the award by having one in their home that they can't understand. Why is that? It's a vicarious participation that someplace in the world this is going on, and I paid for it. I can't go, you go for me. I had a gal tell me years ago, Larry, I could never go on the college campus, but I think you can go for me. I'm afraid of the college campus. And so for 2 years out of my 19 and a half years in Campus Crusade, she thought, in fact, she probably died thinking I was still on the college campus. But that's fine. I was in cause. Want to accomplish a person. My financial resources can make a difference. And you've shown me how I can translate my stewardship into this kind of impact. That's what they're looking for. People want to give for that particular reason. They want their resources to count. It'd be nice if they all had this reason, because they love Christ, and this is all that I can do for Him because He did so much for me. That's a highly spiritual reason, and most people do not have that as their priority reason. We're complicated creatures, and all these reasons can fit in, and these are just some of the high point reasons why people give. Another thing you see here is to meet a need. I want to be a part of a solution. Another reason is blessing. God's blessed me, I want to bless somebody else. Isn't that nice? Security. My involvement now can help make a better place. Some of the people that give will give much more for this reason than you ever dreamed. The Jesus Film. Why did Bunker and Caroline Hunt give to the Jesus Film in the first place? They gave $6 million to produce the film. Well, they must have had a great vision about how Bill Bright was going to turn this thing into the greatest evangelistic tool since sliced bread. It was just fantastic. Years ago, they were at Arrowhead Springs to celebrate Bill and Vonette's 50th wedding anniversary, and they stayed over for a New Year's Eve party that we were hosting at Arrowhead. And they were at my table that night, and I said, Bunker and Caroline, why did you give to the Jesus Film? And Bunker doesn't say much, and Caroline can say a lot more. And he kind of thought about it for a little bit, and I said, well, I asked another question, did you ever think about what Bill had in plan for the Jesus Film? And he did speak up, and he said, I had no idea what Bill wanted to do with the Jesus Film. And she piped in and said, we wanted to create a better world and a safe world for our grandkids. $6 million for a safer world for our grandkids. That was the core motivation that started the ball rolling. Oh, he's thrilled that it's in 1,000 languages, and he's very honored to have the privilege of funding it. But that wasn't his motivation. You see the difference here? You do not know what motivates a person to trigger. You know you're working with stewards that have all kinds of issues and things going on in their life, and you know that they need to give. They will sometimes uncover their reasons as you ask questions. The last reason that people give is tax advantage. And to many people, they think that's the first reason. Yeah, we do at Campus Crusade get money in December, more money than we do in January, because our benevolent government helps us make certain kinds of decisions. But tax advantage is the lowest priority to almost everybody worldwide. Okay? Now, here's why they're going to give to us. Confidence. Where do they get that? Somebody else? Endorsements? What they hear, what they see? Confidence in the organization. Expectations that we as a ministry put out. Now the purpose, if we're going to do 10 million volunteers, what have we declared? An expectation of 10 million volunteers. When I put that in writing, I'm going to have people want to back off of that because they don't know if they want 10 million or if they can get there at 10 million. And I think it's a vision goal, but there's also an expectation. We better have some way of tracking our capacity to get to 10 million if we decide to say 10 million. Because we can talk about great things, and if we don't come in, they're saying something disconnected. Identification with the need, we've already talked about that. Clearly defined plan that seems to respond to the need. There was an older generation, the GI generation, that gave off of handshakes. That is out. The new generation that's giving, which would be my age and younger, I'm 64. And I'm a crazy silenter. got an 89-year-old dad that I'm trying to take care of. Can't remember how to get to the appointment on time. I live in a different world. You can't talk to him anymore because he won't remember the conversation. He'll have a great time with you when you talk to him, but he just won't remember the conversation. I'm at the world where you're going to be talking to people like me and younger. And in this world, we have killed presidents and Martin Luther Kings and everybody else out there. We can't trust anybody. Everything is in writing. Everything is contractual. Nothing's a handshake anymore, and you're going to probably find somebody that will find a hole in your deal. So there's a great deal of suspectness, and the way that the major person sees this is, I want to see your plan. And when you deliver their plan, they probably don't want to read it. They want to know you've got it. That's what they want. And you can't blow smoke. They want to see it in a written format that validates that you knew what you were talking about. And that validation says, okay, I think I see where you're going, and you've really done your planning. Now let's move to the next step of my understanding. Clearly defined plans that seems to respond to the need. And that's why I push all the time to help Campus Crusade write intelligent plans. They don't give like the old generation. Peers they know. Did you know that these people, these stewards, all actually talk to each other? There's a group of people in the United States I know that talk about the people they give to on a regular basis and compare notes about who comes and sees them. That's scary. But they know each other. They are peers. And they're looking to leverage God's money correctly. So whoever you're talking to, you can be assured that conversation is going to spread on the next golf course, the next church meeting, the next something. What you said there and the way you're communicating is going to keep on traveling because the peers keep on talking. The results they see. When they see good results, that travels as fast as everything else. When they see disappointments and expectations, that travels even faster. And you think, well, we've been busy, and yet don't they understand that we've got a lot going on and we can't control everything? They really care less about our excuses. All they will say is they said they were going to do this, and I was disappointed in the outcome. And within 24 hours, there's probably 25 more people know that they were disappointed in the outcome that they had with your ministry. This is the realities out there. Belief that God wants their involvement. They will be forgiving often, even when they get to that. And then lastly, being recognized and thanked. And you're thinking, why is that important? They're people. They will say to you, oh, you don't need to thank me. I understand exactly where you're at. If you don't, you're in trouble. Because this is the affirmation of the acknowledgement side of the slinky toy, coming right back to the toy again. Oh, I don't need to be thanked, but they're waiting for that thank you note. If it doesn't show up, they're saying, boy, they really took advantage of me this time. And they're on the golf course and says, I haven't got a thank you letter from Campus Crusade in 5 years, and I support 10 staff members. That's not even probably true. They probably do get thank you on some, but they're thinking of the incident that they didn't, and they extrapolate that. They are being recognized and thanked, spreads positive communication out there to the market.